And now we return to Men with Funny British Accents, where we have Georges Flattersboard to discuss movie, film review, and critique.
Greetings, I am Georges Flattersboard. Today, I'm going to speak of a movie that was created a few years ago. I think it was possibly one of the greatest films ever made. What could this film possibly be? It could be none other than Snakes on a Plane. This film contains masterful acting quality and riveting screenplay, featuring heavy hitters such as Samuel L. Jackson and others, of which will be named, including Tim Riggins from the Friday Night Lights TV series that appears on, I don't know what the TV station is that plays this Friday Night Light spectacle, but I'm sure you could discover it on the internet. The internet does not lie, ever. Anyways, that is unimportant. Now, what struck me as what made this film so incredible to me was the scene in this film in which the snakes on the plane jump down from the air conditioner and just spread out throughout the whole plane and create just a massive theme of chaos all throughout. It was amazing, and the acting was just, it was amazing, and it was just so, I don't even have words to describe it. Now, possibly the greatest line in movie history is used in this film. I know it has been quoted many times in other films, but it was in this film that it was really created and born. It was the passion in Samuel L. Jackson's demeanor as he said this line that so astounded me and filled me with unimpeccable love for this man. Not in any kind of homosexual way, but I mean, as an honorary movie buff, absolutely. The line of which I speak is the line in which I shall edit it, of course, because I'm not allowed to curse on the studio. Why, you might ask? Because they take it out of my paycheck, and I've got 3 kids to feed. Anyways, the line, I have had it with these mother snakes on this mother plane. Now, while the line may seem very simple and actually kind of vulgar, it is such a riveting line, delivered with such ferocity and animosity, that I can't help but just, every time I hear it. It is so amazing. It is the most beautiful sound ever uttered from another man's lips. It drives oceans to boil, and men to their knees, and other things of that kind of nature to occur because of its brilliance. The man who put that line into the screenplay, I thank you. You deserve something, a medal or something, in which to award you for your most brilliant screenwriting by including that line in the film. Now, time is running short with Snakes on a Plane, so we will move on to another film. Now we are going to talk of a film which was recently released in the cinema. The 3rd installment of the Twilight Saga, Eclipse. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh dear God, he used Snakes on a Plane as a ruse to get me to watch this crap, so that we really end up watching a rant about Twilight. I think not. Well, my opinions I keep to myself because I keep this on a strictly professional level. I'm here to discuss the film and things that go into the film that make it the film that it is. Now, Eclipse has it has one scene which really struck me and just stuck with me. Anyways, Edward and Bella, they're in the mountains. In the mountain during a blizzard. I mean, snow is just pouring down, like in that movie where they're climbing the mountain and the blizzard comes and knocks people off and there's avalanches and other things of that sort. Anyways, they're in the middle of a blizzard in a tent. They are in a tent. Bella is freezing and Edward can do nothing to assist her. And then, from out within the storm, Jacob enters the tent. And I thought to myself, of course that bastard would be out in a blizzard without a bloody shirt on. I mean, good God. What kind of man goes out into sub-zero temperatures without a bloody shirt? It's unthinkable. I thought, who wrote this screenplay? It is so ridiculous. But anyways, aside, I'm letting my own personal views toward this film. Moving on, we will discuss another film now. A film which I think everyone will agree with me. The film also was recently released in cinemas. No, it's not Inception. Predators. Predators was a riveting tale. Movie mastery. The events that unfolded on the screen during that film, oh my lord! It was a stunning film. The special effects were amazing. There were not one, but 3 invisible aliens running amok in the forest. If that does not strike you as astounding, then what does? But anyways, Lawrence Fishburne was in that film, and he was just a masterful actor. His part in that film was so crucial to the completeness and the wholeness of that film that... it was amazing! It drives me mad to think about how good he was in that film! Lawrence Fishburne, I formally salute you, sir. Now, moving on. The last film of which I will discuss today is possibly one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my entire life. The film is so stunning, the visual effects just masterful, the storyline just blows your mind with a clever twist at the end. The film of which I speak is none other than The Last Airbender. Now, the thing that made this film so astounding was the dialogue and the screenplay within the film. I mean, how did the screenwriter know that the way to get down to a woman's heart is to mention your grandmother and what she would ask you if you visited your home? I recently tried this on a gal after seeing the film. It didn't work, of course, but it's just simple genius. I shall reenact myself the scene of which I speak, and all of the lines here within the scene that I shall now reenact. There are 2 characters, a male, I don't remember his name, and a female, I don't remember her name, she has white hair and whatever. You can YouTube the scene if you want, or go sit through that movie, whatever. But anyways, the scene begins like this. I should very much like to go see your home.
Well, if you did, you better be prepared to answer a lot of questions.
Like what?
Well, my grandmother would say...
Why is your hair white, young lady? You look odd. And just that whole back and forth type of romancing was just amazing. Film brilliance. Anyways, this is all of the time that we have here on Men with Funny British Accents. Stay in tune. We will return next week with more films to discuss, for there are many out there. I'm going to leave this with a sort of mystical kind of edge as I stare squinting into the camera and wiggle my fingers. Feel like you're watching Harry Potter now, aren't you? Ooh, Mr. Potter.